Greetings Poke fans, Johnson here. And believe me, India has spoiled anime. According to me, anime and a certain type of cartoons is something which you really should watch. Nobody can actually stop you from watching that. It doesn't only have that advantage of curing boredom, but at the same time it increases your vocabulary in English and also marks a point in your childhood. But when it comes to what India has done to anime and that certain type of cartoons, probably that change in the anime brought by them was sometimes very controversial. If you have a look at what changes they have done, you will understand and say that no, it isn't really a good change. So today I'm going to show you what changes India have done to anime and cartoons which were really very famous. They had a lot of fame. Which are the cartoons and animes which got spoiled by India, and at the same time how India is taking advantage of very special and really famous animes and cartoons. So before we start, do not forget to click the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel, because if you subscribe to my channel, I will in place give you a face reveal. That is if I get 100 subscribers, okay? So until I hit 100 subscribers, you're going to have my face hidden. And if you have subscribed to my channel, then well done. And something more which I should really caution you about. In this video I will be speaking about all what negative has been done by India to anime. By India to anime and cartoons. That's because India has done change, I have told you. So because I'm going to be negative doesn't mean I'll be really harsh with it, because I am an Indian myself. And I'm not going to really be very harsh with India. I'm just talking about what changes India has done to anime, and I believe to be really controversial, or maybe controversial to maybe you, but maybe somebody else who you don't know. So that means that if you really feel that I'm getting too harsh with what I'm saying, and if I'm really against India, you feel like that, then you could switch out of the video and watch something else. And if you feel that I'm talking truth, then stick around and watch till the end. So the first cartoon which has been spoiled by India is Augie and the Cockroaches. If you see Augie and the Cockroaches, then you maybe will remember that it was a nice cartoon. Maybe you're in some other country and you're really watching my video to see what is really happening in India. And if you see, Augie and the Cockroaches is always muted. There's no voices in the cartoon. Nobody speaks. There is only some background voice noises like tint and some kind of sound, but there's nobody who ever talked in the Universal show. That is the Universal episodes which is said to be made by US and other countries. But what I am trying to say over here, India has changed it right today, some days ago. What they have done is that they have put voices for the characters. I don't understand that if their mouths are shut down and they are talking exactly, then I guess there is something really wrong there, because they are characters who never talked, and the way I remember that is they had never talked. And if you watch TV, turn on to Cartoon Network in India, you will find them talking in Hindi, and I'm not really glad by it. What I have to say is that they are harassing the anime so badly I actually now know more like like watching Cartoon Network because of this change, and I would want this to be changed because who really wants to watch it in Hindi in the ways. I don't really like Hindi, and I will soon tell you why I don't like Hindi. In the other words, I don't like to watch Again the Cockroaches in India because it firstly comes in Hindi and there are background voices, which I don't really feel is really good. So maybe there wasn't a lot of evidence for Augie and the Cockroaches just because there were voices. But the second cartoon, which was really harassed in these days, it was massacred really badly. Everybody, my cousins, my friend, everybody said the same thing. That is Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry started just a few weeks ago on Cartoon Network. And now what they have done is something I cannot really expect. Indians tried to do it to Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry was famous. I remember some days ago, some years ago actually, it came on Cartoon Network in English. Means in the English is a universal way of showing it, where only that huge dog and that cousins of Jerry and those human beings with their head cut like this could only talk. In other words, Tom, Jerry and somebody rest of them, their friends, everybody like that couldn't talk. And now what's happening on TV? They have put background voices for Tom and Jerry. And what's worse, it's like Again the Cockroaches, I understand, but they have done something even worse to Tom and Jerry. What they have done to Tom and Jerry, I will tell you right now. So in Tom and Jerry, what they have done, they have actually put the voices in not a proper speech way. Means you don't know what they are talking and whom they are talking to and who is talking that. You don't know what Jerry is talking, you don't know what Tom is talking. In a sense, in Again the Cockroaches, the voices were precise. Means you knew who were talking at least, but now you could not ever figure out who's talking to whom. I have watched Again the Cockroaches coming on TV in Hindi with that accent voice, and it was horrible. Okay, I am not really on their side because it's coming in Hindi in the first place. Okay, but that's okay. Hindi is a language official. In other words, I can understand it's coming in Hindi, but at least bring some actors who can give a better voice. How is the voice so bad in the first place and it's not precise, it's all disarranged? And what's even worse about it? I remember that there was a movie of Tom and Jerry in which they showed that Tom and Jerry's house was broken down and then they had no place to live. Okay, so that was a nice movie actually. I enjoyed it. It came in English, okay? And why I'm saying it came in English? In that movie they showed that Tom and Jerry could talk. Okay, it was a universal movie. I liked that movie because I never knew Tom and Jerry could talk. Okay, but they could talk, but the way they were talking to each other was like, hey Tom, I never knew that you could talk. And then Tom would say back to Jerry that, oh, I never knew you could also talk. And then if think about Indians showing that movie on TV once again, means they will put it in Hindi, and if they say that Jerry will say to maybe Tom, मुझे पता ही नहीं था कि तुम हिंदी में बात कर सकते हो. और Tom will also say the same thing to Jerry, like मुझे कोई पता नहीं था कि तुम हिंदी में बोल सकते हो, क्या बात है, चाय पी लो इस बात पर. But I don't really understand that if they show the movie, then it will be like we never knew that they could talk, but in the episodes itself, if they could show that they can talk, then what is the point of ever showing that they could talk in the movie? There's all disarrangement in it. They have spoiled it completely. I don't understand. Everybody has said the same thing. Now let's stop talking about cartoons and animes which were completely spoiled by India, because there is an unlimited list of animes with cartoons which are spoiled. I guess I will be sticking around here only. Let me talk about the Hindi dub now. Yes, in every single video where I talked about anime in India, I've surely mentioned to you that I do not like Hindi. And today I will show you in this video why I do not like Hindi dubs, as well as my cousins, my friends, and anybody else in my family. So, the first reason I hate Hindi is because it spoils your own mother tongue. In the sense, if you are an English speaker, then watch the video, okay, right now, it's going to be good for you. If you are speaking Hindi, you do not know English, you don't know any other language, you know only Hindi, then you should switch out right now. And if you don't know what English is, then I'm telling you right now, switch out. भाई तो बाहर जा इस वीडियो से, तुम्हारा कोई मतलब नहीं है यहाँ पर रहकर. Goodbye. Okay. So now, nobody is speaking Hindi anymore. Okay, you are an English speaker, that's why I have told you to sit here. Or if you know Hindi and also speak English, that's also fine. So now let's start. See, the first point is that it spoils your tongue. Okay, if you are an English speaker and you really will want to watch something in English, not in Hindi, but okay, forget likings, but don't you think it's spoiling your tongue if you are a pure English speaker? You don't know Hindi is, you have never spoken Hindi, and then after all of a sudden you feel like, oh, they're speaking English in a different accent. Excuse me, it's not a different accent. Hindi is a different language. Okay, you know that it's a different language, but don't you feel like it's spoiling your own mother tongue, that you don't, now all of a sudden you're going to be start mixing languages with English and Hindi? You'll become Indian Hindi or Indian English. That's not good. But I don't really find much evidence in this point, okay? So I don't really believe it spoils the tongue. But this gives us the second point why I hate Hindi really badly. Is because it is a piece of a pie. Okay, that's what I have to say, like in words of real English in Europe. According to me, if you have seen Pokemon in Hindi, for example, then you must have seen that the words they speak aren't really from the universal part. For example, if somebody is speaking in English version, they will say, Pikachu, use Thunderbolt, okay? But in Hindi, I am sure you must have seen, Pikachu, Thunderbolt istemal karo. So I feel that there is some difference in the speech, but at the same time they are not speaking all the words from it. How could you do that? They also make the wrong dub. They speak any nonsense they want. Like if Mishti had to say something to Ash, then she will not say it properly. That's what. I don't want to blame the dub people, but the one who said that words in Hindi actually spoiled it. Okay. Again, no much of evidence here, but the third point is something which I believe with a tick mark completely. That's why I have told the third. It's the last point, but last but not the least. There is no support for the Universal franchise itself. That's the third point. Because what I mean, if you are a Pokemon fan, that's why you're watching my video here, you must have obviously noticed that if you watch Pokemon in Hindi on TV, that means you're supporting all those who have contributed in dubbing it in Hindi. You're not really supporting the ones who made the real animation and all. You won't support the real animation, then in English is what you should really watch. That means if you watch it in English, you're supporting the real franchise, the main Pokemon franchise, not the ones in India who just put some kind of stupid dub on it. That's what I mean to say. That's why the Hindi dub is really spoiling, and these are some 3 reasons for which I don't really like and enjoy Hindi dub, and for that reason I no longer watch Pokemon on Hindi. Means I watch it online, obviously. I have no choice. Okay, so now this is actually something which is a bit when you watch a TV. If you have watched ads, then there is an ad which comes on TV nowadays called health soap ad. Okay, health soap ad. On this ad, they have actually put the music of Leaf City Town. I don't remember the city. If you have played Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, then you must have heard this song. I have used this in my video, okay? I'm sure you have heard this song. When I started my video, this video itself, I have put the song, that kind of song. Teen, 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 teen. You can hear it right now in the background. This song has been used as a remix in the ad. I'm sure. If you think that I'm just lying, I'm just not giving you proof, I'm not showing it to you because I'm just lying, then I have given you the link of it in the description. Go and watch that link. It's really a bit important. In the sense, I don't really like it because if they have taken remix ideas from Pokemon games and other things, can't you all do a small thing and just show us Pokemon Unova region? I've seen on Twitter and other kind of apps, everybody saying, we want Pokemon Black and White on TV. We want Unova region on TV. How long are we supposed to wait for it? Everybody's putting hashtags. Okay, that is because they want to watch Pokemon Black and White on TV in Hindi, which I don't want. Okay, I don't want it in Hindi anyways, but still, even if I don't want it, you want it. Okay, fine, that's good for you only. But if they're using ideas from Pokemon, can't you all just show us what we want on TV? We want to watch Pokemon Black and White on TV so badly. So can't you all just show us? That's my main point in this. But yeah, now is the last point of this video, which I am going to actually say that it's kind of disturbing for me. Okay, in India, people think that anime should be watched only by children. In my thumbnail, you have seen India saying anime is for children. Yeah, I have written that because of this reason. Everybody starts saying that why are you watching Pokemon? Pokemon is for children. Pokemon is not for children. It is a decent cartoon which can be watched by anybody. Can be watched by an old person also. They have no job. That's not because of that, but many people who have an age 30 watch it. Then how can we say that we cannot watch it? If you have seen, many children abroad surely do watch it, but though they are watching it, doesn't mean that people tease them. Okay, people are happy that they are watching it because it increases their vocabulary. For that reason, it increases the vocabulary. So what happens that if you just show us TV and just allow us to watch it peacefully without saying that why are you watching Pokemon? That's my point over here. And many people are saying, and what is the point here? If we are not allowed to watch TV because parents think we are childish and we are watching childish shows, they will not allow teenagers like me to watch it. It doesn't happen in my house, obviously. They are allowed, but it happens in other people's houses. And what do you have to say? I am a Pokemon fan and I always want Pokemon properly in India, so I support on it on Twitter. I keep saying hashtags so that people can understand what I mean to say. Like this photo right here. I put on many hashtags, I put in unlimited numbers, and because of maybe my support and other Poke fans who are aged like 20 or 21 years old, because of their support and support, they are protesting everywhere, saying that bring back anime back to India and all that kind of things. Do you think children are doing that, or is it us? It's only us teenagers. If means children aged like me, somewhat aged like me, who can use phones. If we don't protest, then the Pokemon company, maybe the other broadcasters would have not known that we want to watch Pokemon. So if we don't want to really watch, if we really don't want to watch it, then we would have never actually protested so badly. And if we had to not protest, then they would have not shown Pokemon on TV with the animes. And that's because of our support. you all are getting to watch. So you are telling we are supposed to any protest. You are supposed to watch Chota Bean. Hell no. This is very tiring. I talk so much. Very big video especially. So thank you for so much for watching the video till the end over here. And if you really are happy that I just said so much, I'm not really happy because I feel that I'm going against India. That I'm going against. I'm just trying to spread awareness that can't you just do a small thing and just bring up some kind of development in the anime? Can't you just show us the anime properly? That's what. So if you really feel that I have said the truth, then if you feel that some point has been missed or something, then you can do that in the comment section. And if you would like me to make videos according to your will, that is you want me to make video on a specific topic, then you can comment me in the comment section saying that you want that. And so far, thank you for watching the video right now, and please do keep watching my channel and supporting me. Thank you.